Hello, I'm Sophie, and today I'll be interviewing Mr. Waite and Ms. Galdieri. For my first question, what exactly is your job here at OVHS?
So we're both student assistance counselors, so our job is to be a mental health and substance abuse support for all the kids here.
Okay. How did you decide to become a counselor?
For me, it was in high school. I know when I was going to high school, I was really the kind of person that a lot of students came to when they were struggling with stuff, a lot of my friends, that kind of stuff. And so when I realized I could make a career out of doing something like that, that kind of spoke to me. Like I felt like I would be able to be there to help people out. I know, again, also being in high school, my mom and dad got divorced, and there really wasn't anyone to go to talk to about those kind of things. And going into this field, I think my number one goal was I wanted to make sure that kids didn't experience that lack of a human to go to that I felt when I was a kid, because I feel like it really could have helped me a lot more to kind of express what I was going through. So I wanted to be that kind of support for kids when I got older. How about you?
So for me, I actually had a great counselor when I was in school, in high school, and I loved her. Helped me with a lot of like high school things, drama and, that kind of stuff. Boy stuff and girl stuff and just peer issues that we deal with also being a counselor. But I also started out as a phys ed teacher and a health teacher. And being that we discussed like a lot of things in health and family things, situations, personal things in the classroom, I found out a lot of the students came to talk to me, and you know what, I said, I really like this. And they felt comfortable talking to me, and so I went back to school and became a student assistance counselor.
What would you say is your favorite part about being a counselor?
We never know what our days are going to be like, ever.
It's always different.
It's always
Every
different
day's
every
different.
morning. Neither one of us has a list like you guys come to us, which I think is pretty awesome. And as we get, the juniors and seniors know who we are. So when we get the new sophomore class, we go and visit those classes with them, know who we are and what we do, and kind of get ourselves connected with them. But within a month, it's just everybody just starts coming down, and it's a nonstop revolving door of kids, and I love that because they feel like we're helping them and we're giving them answers to things they're struggling with, and we deal with like Ms. Galdieri said, so many different issues: boyfriend and girlfriend issues, depression, anxiety, stuff that's going on in their houses at home. College stress, and worrying about what you're going to do with that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of different things. So we just I like that you never know what it's going to be. The randomness of the job is really pretty cool.
Every day is different. It's not the same. And one thing that's great is that we're here. We see you guys travel sophomore, junior, senior year, so we get to see you grow and change, and some kids that needed a sophomore year are kind of on their own by the time they're seniors, and they come back every once in a while, so that's cool to see you guys grow. And also, I've always said this and Mr. Waite and I have always discussed, I'm a parent, Mr. Waite's a parent, and I find that a lot of times your situations that you guys bring to us made us better parents.
Definitely.
Because we have heard you speak from the kid point of view, or the student point of view, about maybe things that were going on at home with your parents, and we realized maybe we were doing some of that too, that were making our own kids, seem a little either sad or stressed or anxious. So we always say we thank you guys too for kind of making us better parents.
We all work together. We help you guys
cool.
out. You certainly make us better counselors and better parents by the things that you guys experience in life. Because we get to see it from your perspective. We get to learn your terms, your lingo, your things. And that's kind of funny because my daughter went to Freehold High School. She went to Borough. So your children were here. The difference in languages and the stuff, the words you guys use from Borough High School to here are different. And it's funny when I'll go home and I'm like, I learned a new term. Mads, this is what this means. And she'll start cracking up. She's like, yeah, we don't say that. We say this instead or something like that. So it's kind of funny when you get to see all that stuff, as well as you guys keep me one step ahead of her sometimes. So that's always good.
Yeah, things like that are always changing. It's so confusing.
Constantly, right?
I don't even know it anymore.
Yeah.
What would you say is your go-to piece of advice for just kids our age and students especially?
Trust your gut. I say that a lot to kids. You guys know what's right and what's wrong. You really do. Sometimes you make the decision to maybe not do the best thing because it's fun, or you want to fit in with the crowd, or you want to do whatever. But if your gut's telling you shouldn't do it, if you say in your head, if my mom and dad knew I was making this decision, they wouldn't be okay with it, then trust yourself on that one. And never be afraid to come and tell us. Like, we get kids that the things that we're told. So like when students come and speak to us, everything that we talk to them about is confidential. We can't tell anyone anything they're discussing unless they're in some kind of danger where they could hurt themselves or hurt someone else. If there's something dangerous happening to them, they're being abused, or drugs where they could kill themselves, those are situations where we have to reach out and tell somebody. But otherwise, a lot of what we talk to you guys about stays just in our office. So you guys love that because you're like, this is great. I can come in here and kind of put my stuff out there and not worry so much about how somebody's going to react. And we're not your moms and dads. So I know you guys don't want to let your moms and dads down, no question about it. You don't want to disappoint them. That word kind of rings true to a lot of people. But with us, like, just talk to us. Just tell us. We'll help you make a better decision. We'll help guide you in the direction you need to be. And I think we see ourselves in that kind of role here. So
you're never alone.
We love it. You know, we love being able to make sure you guys are okay. It's I say it all the time. I had the best job in the world. I absolutely love what I do. I never wake up in the morning and feel like, oh, I got to go in there again. Like, that's never a thought in my head. And there's a lot of my friends that I know that don't do what I do, that hate their jobs. They wake up every morning and they're like, I can't wait to retire. I can't wait to not do this anymore. And I feel bad for them because I truly love doing this. It's so much fun.
Which actually is another piece of advice besides trust your gut. Make sure you do things that you enjoy and make things that are positive. You know, hang around with people that keep you up, that don't bring you down. You know, and it's okay to, it's okay to be different. It's okay to be different. It's cool to, like, be your own person. You know what I mean? So, but one thing in the school is just always know that there's always someone to talk to. That's what's important. That's why we go into all the 10th grade classrooms, so you guys know we're here. But we're not mind readers. We're not mind readers, so you have to come to us, though.
Yeah, and we hear a lot. I mean, a lot of times like this, like, we do a lot of stuff. You guys will see us at homecoming. You'll see us on Disney trips. You'll see us all the different activities, senior cruises, all that kind of stuff. And I've met kids senior year, and they're like, my God, I wish I came to you sophomore year. And we're like, why didn't you? We were in your English class. Like, we told you to come. You know, we've got you and we're here for you. And you know, the more that we even do things like this, where we get out there and people hear our words and our voice, like, come down. We get good feedback.
Yeah.
You know, people really trust what we do in there. And we try our hardest to do the right thing by you guys and make sure that you guys are comfortable.
We love talking to you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like, just so we know, for any student that watches this, is there anything that you want to elaborate on, or like where we would find you if we wanted to talk to you?
Yeah, Ms. Galdieri is easy to find. She's in the
I'm
guidance office. I'm difficult. So I'm down by the main gym, and I'm in the hall. I'm off the hallway. So where that ramp is that starts to go up towards Cosmo, there's a Snoopy painted on the wall. You cannot miss him. He's enormous. I am right there. I'm the blue room. So if you look through that window of my door, and everybody's like, why is that room blue? What's going on in there? That's me. So you guys are welcome to knock on our doors, go to guidance and ask for us. You can reach out to us on Teams, which is probably the easiest, and just send us a message. Hey, I've never spoken to you before, but I'd love to come down. We get a lot of that from students. And you guys are like the best ones for that. If you speak to me and you feel like I really helped you, you may then tell your best friend, hey, you should go see him. Like, I know you're struggling with stuff with a boyfriend right now, or stuff's hard at home, or whatever it might be. Go talk to them. Like, they help. And you guys are like our best commercial in the world, because you get us more and more students to come down. And, you know, I mean, I'm up to 180 kids already.
We have a lot of kids.
At this point that I was writing down, and every week I get 1 or 2 new kids. So the number usually I settle in the 200s by the time the school year ends, but it's the high 2s. I don't think I've ever cracked 300, but 200's a lot when you figure there's like 630 of you in a class. You know, and I only have half the alphabet, so I have M to Z.
I have A through L.
takes A through L.
And
but we take everybody.
Also, if you see us in the hallway, that's the other thing I feel it's nice. If we like to, sometimes I like to just take a break and walk around the hallway a little bit, and I see you guys in the hallway. So if you ever just say, hey, can you call me down? You know, and just, that's the easiest way. It's not easy sometimes to ask to come down, or you feel funny, you know, but we're there for you. And, you know, I hope that, I don't know if this is going to be on any type of like social media, YouTube, or, you know, I feel we're easy to talk to. You know, we like to listen. And we always say we don't have the answers to everything. We don't have the answers to every problem. I don't think anybody does. But I think that when people do leave the office after kind of talking about things, they feel better. right? And so that's really
that's the
what we
hope.
like to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you so much for coming down to talk with us today.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate
Thanks
it.
so much. It was a pleasure to be here with you guys.